What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to yet another episode of our weekly Sorare and All Sports podcast. We are batting practice, of course. It is a great Monday night here. Brewers making moves. We'll talk about it. We got the winter meetings going on. The Packers just beat the Chiefs on Sunday Night Football last night.
Cow.
Incredible stuff. And no more than an hour ago, I sat on my couch and I watched a trailer for none other than GTA 6 coming out in 2053, but we are looking forward to it. We have the trailer. That's exciting stuff. But before we get too far in, as always, how are we feeling this Monday night? Have you had as good of a Monday as I have?
Look at this.
That is new money.
Isn't that sick?
He's gotten new
Fungible
money.
of the week. Jackson Churio, we're feeling good. Well, not my money that we spent. 82 mil. I hinted last week on the podcast. You were like, what are the chances that Shohei Ohtani makes it to the Brewers? Well, I was like, well, they could trade for Churio hypothetically in the future. Well, the chances of Ohtani coming to the Brewers went up by like 0.2% because they signed Churio. Am I wrong?
Sure.
Like 3 years from now, though. It'll be via trade. But anyways, we got something to do right now. We can't harp too much on this intro. We can get back onto this intro, but we got 5 minutes until game time. Till what game week is it? 14?
13. Unlucky
game week
13.
13. And Andrew has not set his beginner lineup yet.
Most important lineup.
His most important lineup yet. So we need to hurry up and set this before he times out, because imagine not setting your lineups for Sorare NBA. That would be super incredible.
Embarrassing.
Unless your players needed a break.
That's
we'll get into that. We'll get into that in a second. All right.
So let me show you guys what I'm working with right now. Obviously, with common, and this will apply to future contests because we do have some exciting ones. It's always good to know what you have. So gonna probably go with Tatum, and again, we got a huge cap 140, and that does not include captain. So we need big hitters. So again, right after Tatum and Ingram, I mean, all of these guys are fine, but we need somebody to fill up that cap. So what I'll probably do, and what I have been doing for common, is trading in one of my big hitters that is not playing in hopes to get. I wish you could lock it in a little bit more. I have gotten a bit lucky, but let's go and use.
Will Andrew be able to find the swap?
Hey,
yeah.
Right there.
It's in a couple places. Okay, so I want to get somebody that I think will net me the biggest options. So I think that's. Do you think it's Bam or Trey? Who sells for more?
Is there any reason, let me real quick, is there any reason you're playing Tatum in the other lineup?
Oh, because I mean, I have to.
Okay. Because I just personally swapped my Tatum today because he's not been putting up the best of scores for my common team. But yeah. No, but for the tournament, like if you've already prioritized your other common lineup first, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So anyways, unimportant.
If I had more than one swap, then maybe I can buy another swap. All right, good boys, we gotta hurry.
Oh,
Trey
go.
Trey Young is selling for a lot more.
Okay, there we go. Thank you, Josh.
I already know who I would pick.
Jalen is who's playing? It's just Jalen, right? I think these
the
teams,
Knicks play the Bucks tomorrow.
It's just Jalen. I was looking at this.
That's who I would have picked anyways.
All right,
that's 100% who I would have gone with. I've been so high on Brunson recently.
Wait, where can I? Is there an NBA store? Can I buy? Or is that not a thing yet?
No, it's not a thing yet.
Like a club shop? Not yet.
Yeah, there's no club shop.
No coins.
No coins. All right. See, this is literally, you're watching. I'm not like doing this on purpose. I'm literally like clicking as fast as I can to find this. Yes, UI. Okay, so we'll fill that out. Okay, so we're working with 28. Ideally, I'd love to get this down. I started TJ McConnell in my other lineup because he had this sick game against the Heat. Maybe he does something similar. Wow. I don't know. Of the remaining, or do I play Nembhard? No, you got to go for ceiling here.
KBD.
Christian Wood. Which name do you shout?
No, I'm just looking at your team. I mean,
God, Wood's got
let's look at who do we have for matchups here? The Suns.
Good
who are
point.
The Pacers playing? Who are the Pacers playing? Go back up to Wemby.
The Pacers are playing the Celtics.
Yep.
Oof, I hate that. Okay, and the Suns are playing. Oh, the Suns are playing the Lakers. Yeah.
All right, I kind of like that.
All right.
Let's lock in Bates D up, and we'll go see. Okay, another thing. Why does this look like the same color as the background? Come on.
Yeah,
come
right.
on.
It's so small.
Make it easy.
It was
All
so
right.
small.
All right.
And watch.
7,
I'm gonna
18.
set my trading lineups. Look at this. It took me so
Oh.
long.
Woo.
Watch this. We'll do it
Click.
live right on the pod.
Bang.
7:18 and 45 seconds. Uh-oh.
Boom. Done.
Will it finish in time?
That would
This
be pretty
is like
funny.
a low-key gallery flex. Did you see all those cards? Holy cow.
Yeah.
I know.
And you
That's
know
a
what I
good
didn't
one.
see? I didn't see any red cards.
Ooh.
Yep. Yep.
Interesting.
Limited whale.
I personally just invested in a podcast legend who was cemented last week, if he wasn't already a podcast legend, a Robert Covington rare. So with two rare cards that I won last year, plus 3 that I have now acquired, or I should say I've acquired them all. I've purchased. I have a rare team, a rare contender team.
Very nice.
Yeah. So we'll see if it puts up any points because Dorian Finney-Smith has knee soreness, so he might not be playing. But anyways, we're podcasting.
There we go. Beautiful.
Nice start setting the lineup here. That's
nice.
a good little intro to talking about Sorare NBA while also doing Sorare NBA. But I guess you
doing it live.
What's your problem with the UI? It's new again? It's updated from last week, or are we still?
They haven't changed it. I think they're making subtle improvements.
It's different.
See, Nash thinks it's different.
There's a lobby. There was never a lobby before. There's no play feature anymore.
There's a lobby.
It says there's no play feature. It's just lobby and then my lineups.
Okay,
there used to be a play.
So I go to my lineups. Okay. So I can see all of my lineups. Okay, that is helpful.
Actually, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. You're hearing it here live. I like it.
Oh,
it's small. It's a small thing, but it's better.
Lobby
lineups. Makes sense.
You can get to everything from the lobby.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You can even get to medium from the product update. Heyo.
That's pretty cool.
I wish one small thing. I wish you could set your lineups from the My Lineups tab, but that's okay. It's better.
Yeah. Wait. You can't.
No, you have to go to lobby and then pro and then set your lineups.
That's kind of silly, but yeah, maybe
it's better.
They're listening. It's improved. It's
better.
Absolutely.
It's better. Good job, Sorare.
Well, Sorare says I'm winning a limited tier 1 right now. Whoa.
I think everybody is now.
That's pretty crazy.
I'm just looking at football real quick, and it's set up pretty much the exact same now because
I think they're all the same. Yeah.
Discrepancies.
I think
MLB.
MLB's the same too.
So if they're all the same, will we be able to see one total view pretty soon? Then that would be like all of my lineups across all the sports.
You say pretty soon, I say no, because we haven't even got the NBA Club Shop yet. That is what I would say pretty soon.
True.
But actually, are we ready to talk about?
Yeah, let's talk about their update or their communication.
Yeah. Sure, let's hop right in because the first paragraph, besides the intro paragraph, talks about the collection game, the club shop, all of this stuff, and it's talking about Rivals as well. And again, Rivals is this cool game within a game in Sorare, playing against your friends, so on and so forth. We don't really need to get into it now. We'll get into it when it comes out. Is that fair? Or maybe soon when it comes out. Yeah, it's also available in beta form in football. So, anyways,
invite only though.
Invite only. Ooh. We're not cool enough. I'm kidding. It's okay. But the first thing is it mentions is the club shop, but it doesn't give a date.
No,
It's like we understand the frustration that this delay has caused is a direct quote, but it doesn't give a date for when the club shop is going to be released. So that would make me think that they don't even really have either of these things fully nailed down yet. And therefore, when you are thinking of a big picture sort of thing, like a one view UI sort of thing, I don't think that's in the plans yet because we haven't even got the club shop.
no,
And it doesn't even have a date yet.
Yeah,
we
it's
don't have
kind of
collection
funny.
scores.
Right. It's kind of funny how they yes, they're doing a good job of acknowledging that it's been a slow rollout, but then like when's it coming? Like
Exactly.
it's nice of them to acknowledge it, but like give us a little more than that. Like we're 13 game weeks into the NBA season and we don't have a club shop, we don't have collections, we don't have rivals. It's like when's all that coming? Because I mean there's plenty of season left, don't get me wrong, but we're over a month into the NBA season. So like
Ooh.
let's get it going, you know?
Do you think
What's
we
the
could
date?
see something like retroactive coins? They could reward you with like, oh, you played 13 out of 13 game weeks. Here's 1,300 coins. Or
I think that
Nosh,
would
you
be
forgot to
fair.
set your lineup. You played 12 out of
Whoa.
13 game weeks. Here's
Oh,
600 coins.
there we go. I mean,
That
that's
makes sense.
when they rolled out the club shop for football, they did reward people.
Right.
Like, I think we got the bonus for having old commons. There were some bonuses if you did certain actions before. So absolutely, I think that's within the cards. Yeah, it's one of those things. I think we don't have as much glimpse into the inner workings of Sorare as a company, but the way businesses operate, they have tentpole goals for the year, and they only have a finite number of developer resources. John can only do so much, even though he's probably not hands on the keyboard. There's probably a whole team behind him. But they have to make decisions as to what they're going to put out, and it's clear that Rivals is the priority, which is fine because maybe hopefully what they're seeing on the football side is it's leading to more people joining Sorare. And whereas the other things like collections and club shop, that's great for existing users, but maybe their focus is on growth, and then once they get it, then they're going to focus on us. So it's interesting like how they're balancing that. But again, at the end of the day, Sorare is a company the same way that Rockstar Games, who puts out Grand Theft Auto 5, is a company, or GTA 6. But yeah, maybe it would be helpful if they gave us release dates like video game makers do, even if it's in
2025.
2025.
2053.
NBA club shop coming 2025. Hopefully not. They're not that slow.
So wait, so what do we think? So for MLB, who theoretically they should be working on all of this for baseball come next year, will we see MLB Rivals or MLB collection game first?
Collection. Unless they're rolled out simultaneously.
Mm.
I feel like, again, we've talked about this since the beginning. MLB is all about collecting. Baseball's
True.
the original OG, collecting. You get baseball cards in your cigarette pack. Now you can get them on your computer and use them to win money.
Or cigarettes,
Or, yeah, and then you can buy cigarettes. Exactly. Don't do that. It's a bad idea.
Yeah. Vape instead. No.
Yeah,
no.
exactly.
We're going to get canceled. We're going to get canceled.
Oh, man. We're like 15 minutes in and canceled already.
At least we didn't intro with that. We've had some rough intros in the past.
That's
true.
true.
That's true.
That is
I
true.
mean, to be fair, MLB did have the collection game. That was the first or second game to have it rolled out. They tried to do it differently than they did on football, and then quickly realized, oh crap, this is not going to work. They backed off and said it's coming later this season. Well, hopefully, and I have to give the team props. We hope it's a polished, nice version for the upcoming season. But yeah, I know we're focused on basketball, but obviously, as a existing user, would love to see some more love. But we are getting that in the form of what we're going to talk about next with these new competitions, which are very, very exciting. And so I think that will be a fun sprinkle in to reward us for playing. I don't know, guys, which this in-season tournament, real life NBA hype starts today, although Bucks play tomorrow. Should be a really fun way to. I can kind of feel the hype building. I'm sitting alone in my room, but I'm feeling the hype. I don't know if you guys can feel it.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of exciting. We saw, I believe it was this in the Celtics game that they were playing their starters up 30 something points because of the tiebreaker rules. We saw the Bucks kind of having a little bit of a scare with if they lost their last game, that it would have come down to points as well. So it seems like teams are caring about it up until this point. But yeah, it's added a little more extra spice to the regular season, I'd say. I don't know.
Oh yeah. So have you are you fielding a lineup for this coming in-season knockout round?
Nope. 4 new cards.
I have lots of new cards. I have lots of good cards, but I don't have either of the two to field the lineup, and I did not put any more money in.
Yep. I was in the same boat. I think I had 2 or 3 new cards playing this game week.
That was what, before we hit record, that was what I was getting upset about. I thought it was just 3. And to be fair, I think in the first round, it was just 3. I think they did with this change. They did make it so you have to have 4, which to be honest, I think is fair from a limited perspective since they are more liquid. Now that I was like, well, I'm this close, might as well. But ultimately, I decided to play TJ McConnell instead of going out and buying a card on the market. We'll see if that costs me. If this lineup would have been a winner, I'll probably be kicking myself that I never went out. But maybe TJ McConnell shows up the Celtics and the Pacers absolutely ball out tonight. We'll see. Never know.
That'd be awesome. Yeah. For the knockout stages, currently it's 1 game elimination, correct?
Single game, baby.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It's a good one.
Championship is this weekend.
Love it. That's great.
It's like if March Madness started with the Elite 8. Like we're at the Elite 8. Like it's 1 game and we're in Final Four territory. Like it's crazy.
We talked about this last week. Let's do it again. Do you think every single one of these teams, every 8 of these teams, is going to make the playoffs? Aha!
Wasn't my prediction
someone was hating on the Pelicans. I know that. Or was it the Pacers?
Both, probably.
Wasn't it me who said 7 out of 8 teams?
And I think you might have said 7. I think I said 8 for 8, and I'll stick with it.
Was it the Pelicans that you picked?
It's either them or the Pacers.
So you think the Pelicans? Okay. And they might not make them. Okay.
Pacers? Well, they've been playing well. So have the Pelicans. They've both had decent starts to the season. It doesn't take too much to make the NBA playoffs. So we'll see how the rest of their season goes, but they both made it to the knockout, so good for them. I don't see the Pacers beating the Celtics, and I don't see the Pelicans beating the Kings, but stranger things have happened. It is still the regular season, so.
Yeah, I mean, probably I would imagine the Pelicans have an easier shot looking at just the Western Conference. I mean, I guess the Warriors right now are 9-11. Maybe they go on a run, but the Jazz, Trailblazers, Grizzlies, Spurs, I'm sorry, I'm writing you off. Same thing with the Pistons, Wizards, Bulls, and Hornets. Sorry, writing you off.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Pistons, really?
The Pistons are.
Oh no.
Stinky.
Holy cow!
Is Cade not good, guys? Or is Cade the only good thing?
The Pistons aren't good. It's like saying Wemby's not good.
It's true.
Wemby's great. The Spurs
You
are
can only
horrific.
do so much. You can only do
True.
so much.
And they're not using him right 100%. But
No.
it's hard to use them right when you're the Spurs.
Well, Jacob, do you think are all of the in-season tournaments making the NBA postseason?
I think yes. The Pelicans, who you were hating on, just got my boy. I have 2 of his Sorare cards because I won 2 of his Sorare cards, and I was using both of them until he got hurt last year. Trey Murphy, the third, is finally coming back after, I want to say, a broken leg.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Since he's been out since last year for a while, actually. And he's coming back this game week, in fact. So, and he might have actually played a game already, now that I think about it. But I like the Pelicans. I'm looking at these 4 seeds. You think the Suns and the Knicks, they're definitely going to make the playoffs.
Oh, absolutely.
You would think.
Celtics, Kings, the Kings better make the playoffs. That would be embarrassing. Celtics are probably the number 1 seed right now in the East. And then Bucks, Lakers. You want to root against the Bucks?
No,
but like,
never.
I don't know. I like all 8, but we will see. I would also like to see some variance. I think that would be cool. So
I'm in favor.
Speaking of variance, how about some variance in competitions coming up? Other than this in-season tournament, man. I'm excited because it's taken 15 game weeks. 14 game weeks for these competitions to come back. But we're getting U23 and we're getting veterans. Woo.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, I have a question.
All right.
We've been talking about time frames to start this podcast.
That wasn't hype enough, first and foremost. Where's my
what?
We're getting U23 and veterans. Woo! Yeah.
Sick.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
Woo! We've been talking about slow rollouts and time frames, and why didn't they start this NBA season with these competitions? Why the delay, do you think? And is there any like good reason?
I mean, one, the rewards have been scaled back. So they needed to find ways to like reduce prize pools, and this was a very easy way. I mean, they did permanently add underdog and permanently. I mean, street ball pays out cash, which is a little bit different.
Right.
But the fact that underdog is now a permanent fixture is pretty cool. That was the rotating one. But I think it's just the in-season tournament. I think they prioritized that, and they wanted that to be their premier contest for everyone to enter, and didn't want to distract from that. And notice these ones are conveniently starting up as soon as that is over. So it's cool. I like it from the sense of they're putting, as soon as one competition ends, there's another exciting one to take its place. And it kind of it makes it make sense to have more cards. So theoretically, if these competitions aren't there, maybe all of a sudden people say, "Hey, I don't need as many limited cards or rare cards. I don't have that many places to play anymore."
Yeah, I mean, did you see what the cutoff date for U23 is?
The actual date or the year?
So a player qualifies as being U23 for this year if they're born on or before February 1st, 1999.
Hey.
Oh. There we go.
That's Nosh's birthday. I had to point
under 20
U23.
U23. So it's like if you were
that math is not mathing.
If you were playing baseball in high school or in middle school, and you were on the U14 or U12 team, but you were 13, it's like that happened. You turned 23. I don't know.
Everyone who is
anyways,
born...
what you so back to the competitions, back to why they didn't roll them out right away. Riddle me this. Something that we talked about before the season started was these 0-point average rookies who there were only a few cards auctioned off, but they were basically a cheat code for that first game week. No player had their average settled, not just these rookies, but for example, Klay Thompson was coming into this year at like a 34, 35 average and is down to maybe a 21, 22, 23, I think.
Yep.
Same with Chris Middleton. He's down a little bit as well. And it's kind of hard to field these lineups when players, especially younger players, don't have their averages 100% sorted out. So it's kind of nice that they gave them, 2 months or so, a little bit less than that, of getting that average sorted out. I mean, it's been 15 game weeks, so an L10 plus a little bit extra. I think it's all right that they didn't roll these out right away. Plus, like you said, there is the in-season tournament getting in the way of everything, which is another factor to factor in. So more competitions, you can't really have too many. You can't flood the market because a saturated competition is going to lead to diluted rewards as well.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And less rewards.
Definitely
less
makes
rewards.
Sense.
And it's funny, the more everyone wants rewards, but the more rewards you give out, the less each reward is worth, since you're increasing supply. So it's a fun balance of everyone's like, I want my cards to be worth a lot of money, but I also want to be rewarded. I guess that's where cash is great. Shout out to Street Ball. That's the only good thing I'll ever say about that competition. But guys, I don't know, since you haven't been playing the in-season tournament, the amount that new season cards are selling in comparison to the previous version, there's a huge premium on that. And if you really look, especially at these 8 teams, this Elite 8, the amount is pretty stark. Like what I did decide to shell out for a Miles Turner just before this, and I think I overpaid his. Let me just. I think it was like by $10 his new card versus his old card. Now, everyone in Sorare likes to think last minute. This is the time. Go and scout for veterans in U23. I just did it. Just just to see, and absolutely the premiums on the U23 and veteran cards have not been baked in. Especially if you look outside of the ones that have been eliminated from the in-season tournament. So, for example, I'm looking at Tyrese Maxey, great U23 option. Unfortunately, Halliburton, the best performing U23 right now, is doing so well that the Pacers are actually in the tournament. But his 2023 cards are only selling not by much more than his previous version. So I think the time is now. If you do want to go ahead and scout if you want to not overpay, you do have to try to think ahead, and this is probably the time. And Maxey's one example. There are a ton of players out there, and right now you only need 2, so go ahead and get scouting. But yeah, if you want to be serious, if you are on a budget, you have to be thinking ahead of other people. And if you're not, if you're a whale, then open up that checkbook.
Makes sense. I know we haven't really touched on it too much, but there'll also be a veterans competition, which is age 30 plus. I mean, pretty self-explanatory there. That's, to me, is a little less exciting than U23, because U23 is the rookies and the second year players. There's a lot of players that are still playing at a very high level that are 30 plus. So it's not as like unique to me as a U23 competition, but that is another one that we are getting.
So Andrew, let me just put a little caution, a little asterisk in front of your premium point. Sure. In that there is not an in-season tournament for these these competitions, there's not $25,000 in prizes for U23. There's not $25,000 in prizes for veterans. So that's why, or at least that definitely is a factor in why those cards are driving that premium. I could definitely see there being a U23 and a 30 plus premium, but maybe not like a 10 plus dollar. I mean, what does a Miles Turner sell for his last year's card?
It's pretty. I mean, right now that these in-season teams are a crazy example because there's only 8 of them, and you have to have 4 to compete, and there aren't that many new cards. So right now you can get the floor on a 2022 Miles Turner $775 US, and if you do want to pay up right now, you can get one for $13.46, so about double. Although that is off of a small basis, so probably call it a $10 premium. It's still a lot of money.
Right. Yeah, I just don't see those cards dragging that much premium or pulling that much premium for these coming up competitions, just because of less prizes and more availability.
Got it. Do you think if they upped it, should there be more requirement? Like, should they have 4? Do you think instead of 2? Would that get more people? Like, if you're so rare,
that would drive.
You're trying to juice the market.
That would keep those prices. Yeah, absolutely. 4 versus 2. You would think by now,
yeah,
someone in their progression system potentially would have won one limited card.
True.
Bought another limited card. There you go. There's 2, and they can all of a sudden play while not having to spend that much money on limited cards because they could buy 3 from last year. That's like why I bought my rare cards right now. All of the cards that I bought for my rare team that I just built were from last year. I own no new rare cards.
Wow.
They're all 2022.
Boo.
I know.
Boo.
But I could afford it. And now, I thought you were going to say this earlier, but now is also a good time to buy 2022 cards. Because these yeah. I made an offer on the 2 rare cards that I bought, and both got them for like a decent amount under what their floor was, because they're these, like, no one's buying last year's cards. No one's thinking about buying last year's cards. They're all bonus pilled.
Which is funny, like, I get the bonus, and I've lost out 2% bonuses and rewards multiple times already this season. So I get that part. But outside of these special tournaments, those 2022 cards have the same utility as the 2023 cards. So if you're looking to upgrade your underdog, and then your championship and contender lineups, investing in those 2022 cards is a great idea. It's a way to improve your team at a fraction of the price.
Wait, so are we calling the top? Are you guys calling a bear market for 2023 cards? Should you sell 2023? Is this it? Is it over? No, after this game week, there's no in-season tournament. And I mean, Jacob, I think I agree with your point. It is valid that like 2 cards required of U23 might not be enough to move the Tyrese Maxey market for new season cards, especially if all of a sudden there's still a lot of people dumping his card from the in-season tournament. Yeah, it's definitely plausible. I don't know. We'll see. But
I think
you heard it first.
I think U23 has more potential to have a premium than 30 plus.
Sure, because the player pool is smaller.
It will, yeah. I don't know why I said I think. It really should, if it follows like a traditional.
Like, so the numbers are in. Yes. Currently on the auction market, there are 1,300 limited cards for sale that are age 24 and younger. Yeah. So if we assume, let's say, that U23 gets how many people playing? Do you think it'll be half of what Underdog is currently getting? 3/4 of what Underdog is getting? all of what Underdog is getting?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Pretend it's all of what Underdog's getting.
Let's just say, so Underdog has 6,000 entries for this current game week.
Wow, that's
So
pretty good.
Okay, maybe a little bit less than that.
So I would say I was thinking more like half, like 3,000. So there's 1,300 limited cards under age 24, 3,000-ish players in U23. The demand is still there. I think there still will be some premium. It might not be as high as in season tournament, but I think there'll still be a slight premium on those U23 2023 cards.
I like it. Yeah, we'll see. Give us. I mean, at the end of the day, you need places to play the new cards, but because until if that isn't there, then to Josh's point, 2022 cards are just as good as 2023. And yes, they won't have the XP. And maybe with collections, that maybe collections helps to solve things, but it will be really interesting. But I do like what they're doing, where they're kind of trying. Like, I would not have bought any cards today if it would not be for that requirement. So they have made it make sense to go and acquire cards. And as long as I keep doing that, I think people will.
Absolutely. I think we've maxed out on the new competitions.
I think so.
There was just a few other update notes with this last update. The first one being that rare competitions will pay out credits in addition to rewards. I was a little bit confused by this, so if one of you wants to explain it, that would be great.
Same thing as last week. Same thing as the Cyber Monday.
Yep.
Essentially, for every $10 you spend, then you will be getting 25% of that back. They're matching what you spend. They're matching 25% of what you spend.
What's crazy is I don't think there's a cap on it.
I haven't seen. Yeah, like,
so if you want to
spend, you could buy a rare Wemby.
Yeah.
On auction or buy now.
Yep.
And what did Wemby sell for? Let's
Wemby. Do some math.
I'm gonna say over under man.
Well, yeah. What's your guess?
Yeah, I have no idea.
I have no idea. I was gonna say 6,000, but then I was gonna say 3,000. But then I was like, his unique sold for like 100,000.
So right now, his latest auctions have been going for about $1,200 US from a rare standpoint.
That seems more okay. So you could do that, and if you won a 25% credit, you would only have to spend $900.
Yeah,
that's it's pretty good.
And you could theoretically relist it, and there is a 2-week delay. Wait 2 weeks. You delay it. So that 300. I mean, yes, Sorare is going to take their 5%, but you probably can net $200 from that easily. I don't know. It's an interesting move. I think it makes the most sense on the rare from the rare standpoint, but I think it could make sense at all scarcities. And this is the first of its reward type from Sorare across every single sports game. And something that we could maybe see in MLB next year, which would be really exciting. But yeah, let's see if it works. But I mean, I don't know. The uncapped aspect about it seems a little. That's a pretty sick reward.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like they can give out more cards, and it's giving away more money is kind of a cop out. So this is a cool way to do it. It does kind of incentivize buying. It incentivizes putting money into the game, which that's not really the biggest fan of. But
you don't want to buy?
You could then argue, as long as the player holds their value for 2 weeks, you can go around, flip that, and make money off of that. So, use them in your team.
It's Sorare math, Jacob. If you're getting a deal, don't focus on what you spend.
You're
focus
right.
on the
I'm
deal.
real math pilled. I need to take the Sorare math pill again.
Come on, Sorare math. Focus on how much you save, not how much you spend.
Exactly. But it was on sale.
But it was on sale. There we
right.
go. Wemby 20%, 25% off.
But it was on sale.
There you go.
I'll buy it with my second account.
Oh, there we go. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, guys.
You just saying that, you're on Soar's list now.
Mm-hmm.
They listen.
He has us all.
Jacob is. Did you see him
true.
setting the Road to Glory lineups?
I haven't. I have not. I'm like, you know what? I don't think it's worth the risk anymore. I have not said it the past two since this article came out.
I thought you were going to say that you just didn't think it was worth it to set those lineups just from a reward standpoint or time standpoint. That's a big take.
No, I'm not setting the Road to Glory because I don't want to get banned from Sorare.
True.
Chill out.
That's what you mean. Yeah. Hey, we're here for the takes. Dude, this is why we cut different things in the podcast to make it seem like we say crazy things. So
exactly.
Just
moving on to the last two things.
And the update. Big.
Ooh.
Yeah. The first one being instant buy. This is a part of our weekly homogenization topic. This is one of our segments on the podcast. This is the weekly homogenization update. Instant buy. Sorare MBA. Yeah. Ooh, cool.
What do you say like that? It just sounds so cringe. I don't know.
It sounds weird. Yeah.
It sounds like I'm not gonna go there, but it starts with an E and ends in Enix. But I don't know. Like the feature is not really for me. I think the biggest people that benefit, if you're a new user like your dad who needs to put together a team real quick, pointing him to that page versus pointing him to the auctions would probably make a lot more sense. So I don't know. I see the benefit. But if you have the patience, if you listen to this podcast, probably avoid it since you will be paying more than what you could get it on the secondary market. And if you're savvy enough to listen to us, you probably won't do that. Although I wouldn't fault anyone for doing it since it is a great way to fill a lineup. If, for example, you have an in-season tournament matchup and you need a player from one of 8 teams, just need that one. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Last one.
And then the last one is List or Play is coming to Sorare MBA starting on the 7th. So that is the beginning of the next game week.
Dream of homogenization.
Yes.
Yep.
That's last but not least. I just say it's big because people don't realize it until it comes.
Right.
And all of a sudden you list a card and your lineup that you were iffy about is now canceled and you're like, well, what did I do wrong?
Right.
But personally, I've gotten used to it in the other sports, so it's not big for me, but it's definitely big news. It was big news in football when it first came out.
Oh yeah.
And then it got tons of backlash, and then it got a little bit of backlash in baseball. Now I think everyone's okay with it.
Wait, is it in baseball?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I swear it was.
Well, see, the thing is, I don't list my cards, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I say that as I literally, to celebrate Lister Play coming, I bought Miles Turner for this in-season tournament, and guess what? He's on the market. So if you're listening, hit me up.
There he is. Pacers losing 24-22.
Oh, baby.
Close. That's pretty close, guys.
The
Celtics were supposed to win this thing.
I don't know. Celtics are the 3 seed.
Oh, are you hinting at the Celtics being the favorites?
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying that tournament? They are. They're not my favorite or favorites, but according to the Odd Sharks, yes, the Celtics are.
I found it funny. So, Andrew, we've talked enough Sorare, that's for sure. Let's talk a little sports. What's going on in the world of sports? Starting off again with the NBA in-season tournament. It's very topical currently. The Celtics are the favorites at plus 300. I found it funny how the Bucks were the second favorite at plus 340, but then the Pacers weren't the bottom. They were the second least favorite, and the Knicks were the least favorite. You think if the Celtics were the most favorite, the team they're playing would be the least favorite, but I guess that's not how the odds work.
It's an interesting
it's like,
way.
If the Pacers win, then they have a better chance.
Sure.
Than if the Knicks win.
It makes sense. It's just funny to think about.
Or especially that, like, you know, theoretically, if all of those teams within the East, or at least did they with this tournament, did they split it based on West and East? Like, because if the Bucks and the Celtics, like, is there a potential for them to actually meet in the championship, or would they only meet in the semifinal?
Just had the bracket up.
Yeah. So I mean,
Bucks
it's funny.
Would play the Celtics if they both win this next game.
So they each have the hardest. It's funny how the odds actually shake out.
It's East-West.
Pelicans are looking good right now.
I don't know. It'd be fun to see the Celtics lose, even though they were my pick. We didn't do a pick to win the in-season tournament.
I was just gonna say.
Let's do it right now. Let's do it right now.
Better time.
Top eight.
Yeah.
All right. Hear me out. Lakers.
Wow.
NBA wants the Lakers to win something, so they're gonna rig it so LA can get something, because LA is down. LA's down bad with the Dodgers getting swept. They're about to lose their main man, Ohtani.
Yep.
The Clippers' nickname for the tournament was the Clips.
The Clips. Yeah, it's an L.
Yeah.
LA is taking L's. You can't spell Los Angeles without an L to start. Capital L.
It's true.
But anyways, that's enough ragging on Los Angeles.
Wow, the Lakers.
What
okay.
else?
It's not a bad pick. I mean, they probably have
West
the easiest.
Is easier.
Yeah, exactly. They probably, the Lakers probably make the championship game, and then if you make the championship game, I don't know, you at least have you always have a shot in every game that you're playing.
It's true.
I guess, I don't know. I'm gonna go Pelly. Let's go Pellies. One to their stadium.
Wow.
Smoothie King. We're doing it. We're doing it.
All right.
Never heard that before, but I like it.
The Pellies. The cans.
The cans.
The smoothies. The big East. Easy.
All right.
Easy.
All right. I'll do it. The Milwaukee Bucks.
The Lakers.
Oh, boo.
Oh, come on. You're booing the Bucks? That's crazy.
No, I'm booing your boring take. Okay, but why?
What if they lose to the Knicks tomorrow?
Ooh.
It's your fault.
Ooh. It's okay.
That's okay. Then we're okay. All right, next
They
up.
went 4-0 in their group, and they had the hardest group, I want to say, out of the whole tournament.
True.
And they topped it at 4-0. So I'm rolling Bucks. They care about this tournament, man. They want to win.
Okay.
Woo. Yeah.
It's true. The Bucks are very good in the regular season, which this technically still is, which is hilarious.
Right. Well, we've talked enough in season tournament, don't you think?
Yeah.
Last thing we'll touch on in the NBA, and then we have some baseball to talk about. I thought this was hilarious.
I think you should just click on the link. We can do this live.
Oh, I didn't even.
Because Andrew and I were in the same vein. Andrew made this document, and I made this video about the exact same thing.
Oh, wow.
We're previewing a YouTube short on the podcast here.
No, it's already released.
Oh
man, that would be cool. We got to do a debut of one of your shorts, Jacob, on the pod.
A debut, a release. Yeah.
Okay, wait. Also, no one's able to like this. Sorry, Jacob, you're done.
I was the 69th like.
That's amazing. That's awesome. Keep that up.
That's kind of
sick. Oh, wait.
We need to share with sound, brother.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Listening better like that short. Or actually, but wait, if you do, I'm gonna dislike it, so it goes back down.
Oh, I like that.
Oh,
wait, does it work that way? Is like Reddit, or did they take away dislikes?
No.
Oh no, it does.
Okay.
Well, because Josh, you can either like or dislike, so you can.
Yeah.
Can I do both?
It's not like you can do both.
No. No, you can't. That's not how
Come
it
on.
works.
All right.
Just set an insane record last night. So I'm gonna show 2 screenshots here. Here's the first one. It's 111 to 87. Mavericks getting blown out. Thunder in control. Now, second screenshot. Notice that Thunder score. It is now 117 to 111. That's right. The Mavericks scored 30 points in a row without the Thunder scoring any points. What's even crazier is that the Thunder ended up winning this game 126 to 120, meaning that 30-0 run didn't even lead to a win. The Dallas Mavericks just set an insane record.
Crazy.
You heard it here
Crazy.
first. So I can explain real quick. So 30-0 run ties a record for the biggest run of all time. I mean, being up a 111 to 87 and then being down 117 to 111 is just, it's unheard of. It's crazy. That all happened in the fourth quarter in a span of 7 or so minutes. And it's unheard of.
Was it past Chet's bedtime? Like, did his mom come and like take him to bed?
His mom must
like,
have called him.
What
and
happened?
Took him to bed. That's what happened.
Yeah, Chet must have gone to bed. Honestly, that's the only thing I can think of. What
He did?
Wow.
Whatever.
And I mean,
and then it didn't matter. So
No, it didn't
after
matter.
all that,
The fact that they lost
Thunder
makes it so
came
much
back.
better.
Chet was like, "Whoa, I was just dreaming. I woke up. I'm back."
Yeah.
It was actually Shea.
Shea
Top 3
Makes
for
sense.
MVP. Shea.
Yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
we don't need to talk about that because that'll be a whole separate discussion.
Although MVPs play in the in-season tournament, so I don't know, man.
True. Well, maybe if they could play like they did last night and come back.
Ooh.
Even though they were up. Well, maybe they shouldn't play like they did last night because that was kind of embarrassing. But then also as the Mavericks, you got to close that out, man.
Come on.
Seriously. How do you score 30 unanswered?
And one name for you. I know we don't drop names from a Sorare by perspective, but rookie was an extreme part of that comeback. Mr. Derek Lively II, who had a double-double while shooting 100% from the field. He's the only teenager in NBA history to do that.
It's insane.
So, or he tied. But let me put it this way: he's on a very exclusive list. Shot 20 points.
Wemby's not on that list.
Nope.
True.
Chet's not on that list.
Maybe he will. But yeah, 100% from the field. 9-4-9. The man could not miss. And his Sorare card's available. I might have to go pick one up. We'll see.
There you go.
But on the back of a performance like that, his price has gone up. So he's definitely one to add to your watch lists for the remainder of the season. But yeah, insane. I don't know. But yeah, you got to finish, to Jacob's point.
True. Very true. Got to finish. Well,
it's been an hour.
let's quickly discuss baseball real quick.
Yes.
We have 2 like small, well, not
Baseball.
small things, but quicker things to discuss. The first one being, we don't have any Shohei Ohtani news as of right now, but it is being reported that they will announce once the winter meetings are over. The winter meetings conclude on Wednesday, I believe. So I'm expecting some Shohei news by the end of this week, which we will be talking about most likely next week on the podcast.
Crazy.
Morosi still thinks he's going to the Braves.
He still does. He doubled down on it today. He was interviewed on MLB Network, live
at
on
the winter
TV.
Meetings.
Doubled down. Thinks it's the Braves. Now, with these winter meetings, obviously, like I'm still like we follow the game, but the administration in baseball, honestly, and not that it's boring, but I don't know as much about it. Players don't actually go to these. These are just for owners and administrators. Do managers even go to them? Is just like a GM and above kind of admin meetings?
Nope. Managers are there. Some players, especially free agents, are also there.
Interesting.
They can have meetings with teams at these meetings. That's one of the features of these meetings, amongst talking about rules and changes and all that sort of stuff. But that's the gist of it.
Interesting. So Shohei is probably obviously there then. He's or representatives of his are. that are
Probably, yeah.
talking to
Agents.
teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, his
Probably.
agent, his crew, his posse.
With
Here
the
I was
beauty of
thinking
things
maybe in
like
Chicago.
Zoom,
That's true. Also,
you can meet from wherever you want in the world. But the Braves lineup, if they got Ohtani,
oh my god.
Well, I was just thinking, Andrew, if he went to the Cubs, it's like a blessing in disguise because you just go get to watch him.
I was actually
whenever you want.
I thought
That's
about that was a shower thought today. I'm not gonna lie. That crossed my mind. I was like, wait, I would be upset, but then I would also be like, wait, I live 10 minutes walk from where Ohtani plays. This is sick. Now, granted, it's gonna make every Cubs ticket exorbitantly expensive, but hey, for Shohei, it's worth it. That's a fun thing about him. The economic impact of him on a team is insane. If you're the Cubs, you'll sell more marquee sports network subscriptions, not to mention merch. It's I don't know, wherever he signs, yes, you're gonna pay him money, but in addition to him being a great player, he's an asset, man. And these MLB execs, they're business people at the end of the day. And yeah, I think that just only adds to Ohtani's value. Yeah, if it's the Braves, my God, that lineup would just be
insane.
Yeah,
literally insane.
Hopefully the Brewers can go back to the AL. Maybe we'd have a shot there. I don't know.
Exactly. The one other thing that I wanted to talk or just mention quickly, because it is our hometown team, the Milwaukee Brewers signed their top prospect, Jackson Chourio, to a 8-year, $82 million contract, the richest contract for a player who has not played a single game in the MLB. I love it. I'm so excited. You don't hear about the Brewers setting records on contracts. So this is exciting. This is a big thing for us. And I can't wait to see him play.
Yeah. I feel like small market teams have two options to be good. You either get players when they're not well known, when they're starting off, like Giannis, or you rent a player at the end of his career that had a great legacy that has like maybe one year in the tank, but is overlooked by teams because they can afford players that are in the prime of their careers. So yeah, absolutely. Like this is the recipe. If you're a small market team, this is what you have to do, because by the time Chourio is 26, 27, probably won't be able to afford him at the Brewers. So locking him now, if he does pan out, would be a great move. Obviously, he can go very south very quickly. That's a lot of money for someone that's never played. But if you're small market, I like you have to think these are the risks you have to take to be competitive.
The beauty of it too is the beginning of the contract, we actually won't be paying him that much. You look at another player we signed today, Wade Miley, who we signed for a year for over $7 million. Chourio will probably making around that for the first couple of years of the contract. So Wade Miley, Jackson Chourio, odds are, even if Chourio doesn't turn out the way everyone thinks he will, it's still a team-friendly contract. So
that's
I love
a very
it.
good point.
Yeah. I'm excited. Speaking of contracts, speaking of the main
let's talk money.
And Shohei Ohtani. He's front and center here on this, so let's talk money.
We can see your
text. There he is.
No way.
Exposed. There he is.
There we go.
All right. We are doing
the
highest paid MLB players quiz.
How many players are there? So there's 30. So we have to get top 30.
Top 30.
5 minutes.
Oh, the Brewers have somebody on this list. Oh, and it's funny. They give you the number too. That's kind of easy. But yeah. Should we start with Yelly?
Let's do it.
Are we?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, we're ready. Let's do it. All right. Timer's going.
All right.
Altuve.
I don't think that's Altuve.
Verlander.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's Verlander.
There we go. Okay.
Seager?
DeGrom?
Yeah. Oh.
Yes. Oh.
Simeon? Oh, yeah, Scherzer. Yeah.
The Scherzer.
Yep.
There we go.
Rangers.
Why? I was like, yeah.
Judge. Well, I mean, that's why they were good.
I forgot about the number. I'm trying to do it without the numbers.
Oh, that's
on the Yankees at 36 must be
Garrett Cole. Come on.
Oh yes. Trout. Washington.
25 mil on the Yankees. Must be
Strasburg.
Stanton then.
Yep.
I love that they're still paying him that much money.
Wait, that's crazy. God.
Yeah, that's
At least we're not that.
Polar Bear Pete.
I mean, one of those got to be Otani, number 6.
oh no,
Gotta
it's
be Ohtani.
Rendon, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
they're
that's
still
funny.
paying him.
Their contract, it was such a bad contract.
This is
Lindor.
Lindor.
Yep. Correa.
Yes, thank you. This is
Go ahead, let's go Goldschmidt.
no, it's the other one.
It's the other one.
Arnado.
It's
Oh.
the other one.
That's what. Oh,
This
this
is
is
Tatis.
Machado.
Goldschmidt's there.
That's what I
Goldschmidt's on
meant.
the other side, but we'll get to him in a sec.
Devers.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is like my sober gallery.
Cabrera.
Yeah, This is a good
minus
Sorare
the
gallery to
flops.
have.
Minus the flops.
This
That's
is
Mucus.
Yes. it
LA.
is.
That's the one your mom met. Oh no,
Is that
that's not
Chris
him.
No, it's
Sale?
Mookie. No, it's Mookie.
Hmm.
Kershaw.
Turner. That's Turner, baby.
37.
Number 55. That's Severino.
No, he's on the Mets now.
That's right.
Hmm.
Well, this is from last year.
No, it's not. It's it's from last year. Was Chapman still in the Yankees?
Oh. Or let's skip it. Dodgers number 5.
Is that
That's,
Trey Turner?
Got Mookie.
No, Turner
No, I
was
think
for
I think
the.
this is active.
This is for Freeman, right?
Yeah. Good call. Good call.
True.
Colorado. That's our
Colorado.
boy Chris Turner or Chris Turner.
Chris
Chris
Turner.
Bryant.
Chris Turner.
Chris
I was like,
Bryant.
wait.
Chris
Here's
There's Aaron.
Goldschmidt.
There's Goldschmidt.
Goldschmidt.
Padres
Who?
22. Tatis is 23.
Is it Cronenworth?
No way. Okay,
The heck is
Chicago.
number 2?
Oh, that's
Oh,
that's
is it Soto?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Duh.
What? Did we say Soto already?
No. Okay, well,
Chicago number
Chicago. Oh crap! Who'd they pay all that money for? Like I know they got Nico
Bellinger.
Horner. Yeah, Bellinger.
Two
Nope.
O's.
2 L's. Rip.
No, it's not
Oh.
him. No. It's the shortstop. Who's their shortstop? They paid all that money for.
Dansby.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dansby,
yeah.
baby.
Oop.
Last name Swanson.
There we
Yes.
go.
There we go. Yankees, Stanton. Rangers must be Simeon.
Yeah.
Toronto.
That
North
Vladdy?
The
Florida.
Blue
Is
Jays
Vladdy
must
making?
be.
Is it
No,
Vladdy?
that's Springer.
Oh yeah, good call. Yep. Philly.
Yay.
Oh, that's
Philly's
got to be
number 3.
Shorby, baby. For
No.
Philly.
Is it Harper?
Oh no,
Yeah.
one of their pitchers, Nola. Oh yeah.
No. No. Yeah.
Who's
no,
2
there.
on San Diego?
Is that the catcher? Who's their catcher? Shit.
No, it's not.
Okay, Yankees 55.
Is it Snell?
Oh no. That's a good guess.
It's not oh fuck. Brewers center fielder.
No,
Or
it's
not
not Trent
Grisham?
Grisham.
No.
It's not Trent Grisham. No way. That'd be the dumbest contract ever.
Who's the Yankees? 55. That's got to be a
Is it
pitcher,
Rodon?
right? Who?
Wait, it's 55.
Carlos Rodon?
Oh yeah. Nice.
Wow. Okay. Who is this?
Is that
Tatis?
O?
Who?
O-H? Do it fast.
Oh,
No.
H.
Oh.
Oh.
Xander. Oh.
How did
Duh.
we forget that?
Oh
Rip.
my gosh.
29,
29
not
out
bad.
of 30. That's not bad. We
Not
should
Well,
have
bad,
got
not
him.
bad.
we killed the average, boys. We killed the average.
Oh, yeah, we
average
did.
was 70%. All right. Hey, we'll take it. We're
Easy.
back. We're back. We're back.
There we
Let's
go.
go. Let's
We
go.
know what we're doing.
Sometimes.
Xander, I'm
Well.
sorry. You're on my team.
I know. I have his rare card.
Oh, come on.
Me too.
Oops. Sorry.
Oh, well.
Sorry, Xander. You kind of stunk this year, so
Whoa.
He was not good. Not for that much money.
I mean, how much did you pay for him?
25.4 million.
Oh, that's how much you pay for a Sorare?
That's how much I
That's
paid
pretty
for his
good.
rare card.
Holy cow.
I know.
That's
Dude,
not
you are the
good.
bubble, my dude.
You are the bubble. On Sorare data, there's just one. The graph is like, and there's one.
It goes off the. It has to go off the page. Like, I think you should get a private like helicopter ride with Nicholas Julia if you spend 25 million on a Sorare card.
For real.
Yeah. Or dinner. You should at least take you to dinner.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would appreciate that.
I would go to dinner with you, Nicola, if you're listening.
You too, John. I know you're listening.
Yeah.
If you're listening. Oh man.
Anyways.
Nicola's listening an hour and 15 minutes into this podcast.
What should he DM us? What should he DM us? That way we know.
He can DM us each a rare Wemby.
No. It's gotta be like a saying.
Baguette.
S'il vous plaît.
Baguette.
Oh yeah, baguette.
That's
isn't
pretty funny. Stereotypical at all.
No, it's not. It's not at all.
End this podcast.
All right. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your support. As always, don't forget to check out the socials. You saw that YouTube short that we showed. Go watch all the other ones. Like them, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Leave us a rating wherever you are listening to our podcast. And as always, you just attended batting practice. Now you're ready to get in the game. Peace. Peace.